Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me later tonight.
Alors, hop. Alors attendez, hop, je vais juste faire ça. Tac. Non. Voilà. Tac. Tac. Je regarde si j'ai juste vu ça. J'attends, hop, voilà. Parfait. Tac. J'attends direct et c'est parti.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah, it means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
Let's go. Donc, nouvelle enquête. Putain. Y en a, ils font vraiment pas attention. Hein. Et voilà.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Brothers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you when you're ready.
Lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Ok, comme ça au moins.
Kiss the blood. BD. Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
Ok, ah putain, le bruit des mouches c'est atroce. Et dans sa main.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Oh.
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered,
Yeah,
naked.
we know the M.O. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Bon. Ouais. Ah bah, c'est maintenant que tu mets le petit panneau, toi.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
Mhm. Ok. C'est quoi ça? Bah, je crois que c'est rien. Non, c'est rien. Juste regarder. Hop. Les indices qu'on a. Ok, il y a juste les bas et tout ce qui est sur elle, on s'en fout. D'accord. Bon.
Never the same, are they?
May as well follow the trail.
Allez, c'est parti.
Antonia. Huh, same as the library card.
Ok, donc la victime s'appelle Antonia, ça c'est sûr. On va courir un peu. Là. Ici. Ah. Poubelle. Une chaussure.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
Ça c'est quoi? Un gobelet, d'accord. On va continuer à suivre. Ah d'accord, c'est pour montrer où est-ce qu'elles vont, ok. On va continuer à suivre. Ici.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
Ah. De la mort, ouais. J'allais dire de la mort au rat, mais non, c'est les trucs pour tuer les insectes. Merde, elles sont où les traînées de sang? Ici. Ah, là. Ah, d'accord. Plus brillant, on peut pas.
House keys, strung up like bait on a hook.
Ok, une clé.
You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Voilà. Ok.
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
Un code 253, d'accord. Je vais juste regarder dans mon carnet si c'est écrit. Ok, c'est écrit 253, ok. Parce que je suis sûr qu'on va en avoir besoin plus tard. Ok.
Where are you taking us?
Et bah c'est parti. Ah, il y a du sang ici. Madame A. Mal... Donc c'est Antonia du coup j'imagine. Me voilà.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us?
Ah bah, au moins maintenant on sait que c'est Antonia.
Clearly wants us to find these things.
Antonia Maldonado.
For us.
Quelque chose comme ça, j'ai du mal à le lire.
There you go,
Du
Phelps.
sang.
Got a new MO. I told you it wouldn't like that.
Or he might just be getting more confident.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Une palette de maquillage.
Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her.
D'accord. On a affaire à un gros psycho. Et elle monte. Putain, mais le mec, je sais pas, il a foutu quoi? Il les a foutus. Il a dû les foutre sur ses chaussures, ou je sais pas. Mais du coup, c'est toi qui notes les indices dans le carnet. Non, en gros, c'est quand tu vois des indices. Ah tiens, regarde, voilà.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's
Je sais
the
pas.
significance?
Non, ça c'est pas un indice. En gros, quand tu vois quelque chose comme ça et que c'est un indice, en fait, ça se note automatiquement ici, en fait, tu vois. T'as tous les indices, et genre si tu cliques dessus, t'as une petite description, etc. Mais en gros, des fois, je regarde que ce soit bien écrit, histoire que, parce qu'il y a des, par exemple, là, le code, je savais pas si ça allait écrire, le code ou juste, voilà quoi. Oh le taré, d'accord, en fait. Oh.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with
Tu
this.
vois, indice mise à jour, traînée de sang. Oh, sale. Et là, il y a son sac. Ah ouais, ok. Ouais. Bah du coup maintenant, ouais, c'est sûr qu'on a son nom maintenant.
Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Voilà, j'ai récupéré tous les indices. Quand on entend ce petit bruit là, c'est qu'on a chopé tous les indices, tu vois.
You know the way. You
Je
can
vais laisser encore que je vais conduire. Comme ça au moins. Allez, hop. Domicile d'Antonia.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for.
Bon, par contre, je vais pas trop respecter les feux.
Rusty's razor, of course.
Du moment que j'ai pas d'accident, moi ça me va.
Techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's...
Hop. Alors c'est par où? Cadavre, scène de crime. Ouais, je suis où? Ah, je suis là. Ok, non, mais je viens de partir, ok. Donc faut que je prenne à droite, puis à gauche, puis à droite. Ok.
ways of getting it.
I'm sure.
Bon. Voilà. Ah, c'est une... ouais. D'accord, c'est pas genre sa maison, c'est genre on peut louer des chambres, d'après ce que j'ai compris.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPentia, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. You mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Swap your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone.
Ouais, ouais.
Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
C'est par où? Ok, c'est par là. Donc elle a dit en haut, dernière chambre au fond. Ouais, dans tous les cas, c'est la chambre numéro 5, d'après ce que j'ai, si je me rappelle. De 5 à 6. C'est celle-là. Ok.
Someone's turned the...
A smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Mhm.
Okay, we have an address.
Lettre d'un avocat. Ouais, ça c'est pour du divorce. Ça. Voilà.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Ah, ça on a tout trouvé. Ok. Bon, on va aller reparler à la petite vieille. Hein. Bonjour vous. Allez.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, detective. I'll do my best.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife to serve me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
Ouais, dis la vérité.
What can you tell us
Yes.
about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
D'accord.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Ah, tu mens toi.
A nosy old
Yes.
hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
That's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
Ok.
You've had a break-in?
No. That can't be true.
Non, c'est pas possible. Toi tu mens là.
Being economical
Abuse
with
pas.
the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Ouais, donc t'es en train de me dire que tu t'es pas fait cambrioler, t'es tout le temps chez toi, il y a une fenêtre qui a été brisée.
So
Oui.
Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon with earphones. It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Vieille pute.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
C'est tout ce qu'elle avait.
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
Là.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front aim
Parfait.
seeing as the finger's pointing right at it, or we can check out the Eldorado.
On va aller au bar d'abord. Quoique, on va faire dans l'ordre. Bon, cette fois-ci tu conduis.
You're behind the wheel.
Voilà.
Fine. Where are we headed?
On va chez le mari. Allez.
A nosy old hat.
Il me reprend. Une vieille pie curieuse. Bah oui. Voilà. Une vieille taupe. Les vieux, ils sont durs à décerner. Hein. Plisse les yeux, etc. hein. Alors. Let's go. Ah, et les boîtes aux lettres. Toujours vérifier les boîtes aux lettres. Maldonado 304. Donc, je pense. Je vais regarder ici. Non, ça c'est pas les appartements. Y a pas un plan? Non, y a pas de plan. Donc du coup on commence au 100. Ok, donc c'est au deuxième étage. Donc hop. 100. 200. 300. Voilà. Ah bah.
Forget about knocking. Take our boy by surprise. Hey, what the fuck? LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest.
Mais il fait quoi lui? Bon ok, alors toi.
I got 100 pounds in your watch. What are you...
You want to back off right now.
Oh le bâtard. Ouf, alors toi. Eh putain, il veut pas hein. Tiens. Oh, il se relève. Ah, pour achever. Ouf. Oh bon bah.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there. Cuff these sons of bitches, Phelps.
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup, Finbar.
Ah. C'est vrai que je me rappelle plus, mais il aime pas quand on l'appelle Finbar.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Your wife has been murdered, Angel.
Antonia? Oh God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, God damn it! You think I'd kill my own wife?
Non, mais t'as essayé de me fracasser quand je suis arrivé, donc
Figured the whole place is going over. Then talk to the neighbors.
Ouais, c'est parti.
I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Trésor du jardin.
Just picked fruit market.
D'accord, c'est un marché de...
I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
En pinard, d'accord. Je pensais que c'était un marché de légumes et tout. Non, c'est du pinard. Ah, le bar Eldorado.
The El Dorado must be a family favorite.
Ok.
This will take some explaining.
Une chemise ensanglantée. Ah, bon, on a tout trouvé, d'accord.
Maybe one of the neighbors took notice of Angel's movement. He's got no alibi.
Ouais, j'aimerais bien quand même fouiller cet endroit, moi. Non, on peut pas? Ouais, non, ça veut dire qu'on a tout trouvé. Ok, bon. Allez, on va aller voir le voisinage, du coup. Ah bah y a pas de souci, hein. On va... Je vais toquer là.
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
D'accord, bon. Ils arrêtent pas de se disputer, parfait. On va toquer là.
No good. Nobody here.
Bon, comme ça. Rusty, comment tu fais ça, toi? Hein? Ouais, petite visite chez les gens, toi, hein? Coquin. Ah.
Hey, sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids.
LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah. My wife and I are separated, and I had the kids last night. I put them
Mais retire ton masque, non?
to bed myself.
Thanks.
Bon, ok. Et ici. Des talons.
Hello.
Ouais, j'ai cru qu'on allait avoir une vieille
Did you
toupie
hear a
encore.
disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here, and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, Miss?
A random. I had the door open a crack.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
Ok.
I kept thinking you were going to call that one a nosy old hag too, Phelps. Well executed restraint.
I'm executing restraint right now, Finbar.
The hired help at the El Dorado might have seen the broad the night she died.
Bah bien sûr.
Regulars too. You should check it out.
On va y aller au bar Eldorado là. Où est-ce qu'on a garé la voiture déjà? Devant, ouais elle est là.
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Alors on va au bar mon boug. Allez. Ah, retourner au central. Ok, on a été appelé. Par contre, bah du coup, vu que je conduisais pas, j'ai pas pu le savoir, mais au moins on doit retourner au central. On va y retourner avant d'aller au bar. On sait jamais. Ah bah du coup, on y va tout de suite. Ok, d'accord. Voilà, comme ça au moins, c'est un objectif obligatoire. M'attends en bas. Ok. Il me semble que c'est par là. Ouais, c'est ça. Je suis déjà allé une fois. Par contre, où est-ce qu'ils sont? Poignée dorée, on va aller là. Ah bah ils sont là.
Boys, come on in. Phelps, have you met Finis Brown?
Pleased to meet you, sir.
This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of the cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
We're checking all the spares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Like the previous letters, it's been assembled from headlines and typed from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand-typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
Le pauvre en jeu va te faire foutre. BD texte. Ok. D'accord. Ok. BD texte, c'était la dernière enquête. On avait eu un truc par rapport à ça. Tout en âme en vertu de cette malédiction. Les œuvres du mal que la vue du bien ne s'accomplisse. Tous deux infinis comme est l'univers. Bon, ok, c'est tout le poème quoi. Ok.
Keep upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
That's why we called you in.
You think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nut job's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finnis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what does it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in taunting us. What's happening with the Maldonado case?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Ok.
I want to make homicide. You know you made it.
Mais il est en quelle salle par contre? Je peux pas le... Oh.
Phelps, you mind coming here and doing your job for...
Ah bah il était là, d'accord.
Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment, and that was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
Attendez. Ouais. Ouais, mais je sais pas comment mettre. Bon, je vais faire ça, demander à la communauté. Ok, ouais.
You're lying, Angel. You went after her. I think you killed her.
Ouais, et je vais mettre alibi.
My brother will tell you I was at home.
Tu l'as suivi. Yo, comment tu vas? C'était ça.
We have a witness who confirms that you were arguing, that your wife ran out, that you followed her and didn't come back.
I know this looks bad, but it's not true. We argued, all right?
Ouais.
But she went out and I went out after her and she jumped in a car on the corner.
There was a car waiting for her? Can you describe the driver?
Not the driver. It was too dark. But the car, it was a brown Ford coupe.
Procédure de divorce.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you. Is that why you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
Est-ce que dans mes indices, j'ai la lettre de l'avocat? Ouais. Donc, accusé.
I don't believe you, Angel. She'd been granted a decree nisi. She pushed you too far and you lashed out.
I told you, I wouldn't accept the divorce.
Il y a une lettre de l'avocat quand même.
The judge
Voilà.
set a date. You were going to be paraded in front of the whole city for your cruelty to her, Angel.
Antonia. Oh, Jesus.
Eh ouais.
She came in drunk, out of her mind. She doesn't normally drink. She was looking around in her bag, Said she wanted to serve me papers. Me, her own husband. So I slapped her down. She ran out. That's the truth.
What size shoe do you wear, Angel?
Size 8. What difference does that make?
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore that.
Pas vu ce qu'il m'a dit. Bijou avait disparu. Elle portait son médaillon religieux hier soir. Bien sûr, elle le portait tout le temps. Ouais.
What about the charm
Il dit la
bracelet?
vérité.
Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in blood?
You found that? I cut myself shaving.
Il dit la vérité. Hein. Non.
We're typing the blood, Angel. It won't look good if it matches your wife.
As God is my witness, I didn't kill her.
Okay.
One last question, Angel. Do the words kiss the blood mean anything to you?
No. Sounds sick to me.
You're not in the clear by any means, Angel. You're going back into a cell. You should think about whether you have anything else you need to share with
Je crois que j'ai débloqué mon costume préféré. Donc, j'ai regardé ça. Et non, c'est pas ça. Parce que celui-là, ce sera pour plus tard. C'est quoi ça? Quand les potes qu'on lit dans les journaux. Ah non, je l'ai pas débloqué encore. Voilà. Allez, c'est parti. Bon, 3 sur 4, je m'en sors plutôt pas mal. Il avait l'air de dire la vérité pourtant. Hein.
Can you drive to this one?
Allez, emmène-nous au bar.
Where are we headed?
Allez, c'est parti. Ouais, ça y est, on est arrivé. Donc, ça fait 40 minutes qu'on a trouvé le corps, quoi.
What can I get you?
LAPD. Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. Oh, what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
You know her well? Regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
Allez, c'est une lettre sur le comptoir. Ok, on va ouvrir.
A waitress, can I have another spoon?
Ah bah c'était les papiers de divorce.
Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Ok.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind of religious thing, I think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Ouais. Je vais essayer de l'intimider.
Where did
Yes,
she
c'est
go?
ça.
Give me something or the LAPD will start getting interested in this place.
Take it easy. She wanted a cab, okay? And my phone was out of order. The closest one I knew was at the fruit market across the street, so I suggested she try there. She seemed reluctant.
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was going to serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face. If you ask me, she was scared. And the drink was for Dutch courage.
She attracted
Ouais,
me interest.
dis la vérité.
Extremely drunk young woman? What do you think? She managed to scare them off, though.
Thanks. You've been a big help.
No problem. Hey, get the guy, will you?
We'll do our best. One last question. What size shoe do you take, Mr. Aguilar?
A broad 9. I have wide feet.
Ok.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice.
Ouais, ok. Téléphone hors service, donc ça va, il mentait pas. D'accord. Et là, il y a quoi ici?
Sir, do you work
Ah bah.
here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just pick fruit market across the street.
A fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. The Mexes love a little slice with the tequila.
We found a crate a lot like the ones you're wheeling there, except it was filled with booze. You know anything about that?
What? No, we deliver all over the place, officer. No telling where the boxes end up. Excuse me, I have to get on with this.
Fine, thanks.
Ok. On va aller dans son truc à lui là. Ah, j'ai besoin d'aller au téléphone. On va y aller vite fait. Il va où lui? Ouais, c'est ici en fait, trésor du... Ouais, ok, d'accord, c'est là. Je vais aller au téléphone vite fait. Voilà.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Message from Captain Donnelly, Detective. Your presence is requested urgently at Central Station. A new letter from the Dahlia killer has been found.
Thanks, ma'am.
D'accord, et bon on fonce. Allez hop, c'est parti. Très bien aller juste en face là. Ouais, tu vois, ils veulent que j'y aille. On va y aller. Sinon, ils m'auraient mis l'objectif d'aller là-bas. Donc on y va. Bonjour, c'est quoi ce jeu? C'est L.A Noire. Hein. Voilà. Le remastered version PS4 du coup. Oh, il passe à travers le truc lui.
The handbag was left just up there, overlooking the market.
Should have come here from the start to save ourselves a day's legwork.
Bon, toi là.
Sir, I'm the... Wait. You look
Et ça consiste à quoi? À résoudre des enquêtes. En gros, c'est un jeu policier quoi. Ouais.
LAPD, Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney, what can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
She was wearing a necklace?
I didn't notice.
You weren't paying attention, Feeney?
Hey, you're getting the wrong idea.
Ouais, c'est ça.
Exactly
Voilà.
how much fruit do you sell here?
Ok, merci. De rien.
But not much. I sell the odd bottle on the side to the after-hours crowd. But I don't want any trouble. I'm just trying to make a buck.
Ok. Contact avec la
The young
victime.
lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
Et il ment. En fait, faut regarder, en fait, pour savoir, faut regarder la tête des gens. Et vous voyez qu'il... Voilà, il suffit de juste regarder par contre si c'est un mensonge ou si je dois essayer de le faire parler. Non, donc c'est ça.
You
Voilà.
already knew Mrs. Maldonado, didn't you, Clem?
Sure, I met her before. She seemed like a nice lady. Her husband went apeshit one day when he caught me talking to her. She had me back until last night.
Déplacement de la victime.
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer to drive her, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Ok, là tu dis la vérité mon pote. Ça a l'air. Bah il dit la vérité.
Brown Ford Coupe, I think. She seemed to know the guy.
Ok.
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because we say so.
I guess you can. Hey, don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Clem?
Shh.
Quel crack. J'ai vu qu'il y avait une porte où on pouvait rentrer là ici. Ouais.
No wonder he stays open late at night. People have to get their vitamins. Check through this stuff before we get back out there.
Ouais. Donc en gros, ouais, ils vendent de l'alcool quoi. Hein. Ah. Oh. Oh alors là.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once the sniff is dead, the creep usually feels they can do whatever they like. You must have seen it during the war.
Et ça... Ouais, par contre, j'ai vu... Hop.
This fruit stall punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before I pull his fucking arms off. Clem!
Oh l'enculé. Oh alors toi... Il est là.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck. We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Phelps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy. Strange that he'd leave a trail of
Putain, il va
blood
vite, hein,
right
le
back
bâtard.
to his own market.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Viens là, toi.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
It's almost too
Putain.
perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
Il tire dans ses pneus, vas-y. Vas-y. Oui. Nickel. Wow. Alors toi mon con.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Alors, avec sa tête, il avait un petit sourire bizarre.
Job on this case, gentlemen.
En train de picoler.
The poor woman can now rest in peace. I'll pay the fee in a personal visit myself and remind them that crime in this city does not go unpunished. When they finish with him at the receiving hospital, we'll have him up before the grand jury. I have a meeting this afternoon with the mayor lads. I'll be sure to mention your names. Now, on your way.
Avec un cadavre sur le pas de sa porte, le procureur va peut-être essayer d'envoyer Clem Fernandez à la chambre à gaz. Ok. Bah 5 étoiles en plus. Hein. Et bien voilà. Moi je crois que je vais en relancer une petite. Une petite enquête. Et... Attendez juste 2 secondes. Hein. Attendez juste 2 secondes. Voilà. Bon, on va lancer la prochaine, tiens. Voilà.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggy? They're riding in trucks.
Hop. Bon, moi, c'est vrai que les cinématiques qui parlent de l'armée m'intéressent pas. Donc, voilà. Parce qu'en gros, ça raconte le passé du personnage, mais... Ouais, moi, je suis plus là pour l'aspect... voilà, l'histoire en lui-même des enquêtes, quoi. La belle et le clochard, très bien. Oh, elle est déchirée, elle.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is, too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, the fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Allez, c'est parti.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Now, boys, we all know how many imbeciles have confessed in the short case. Ray Pinker will let us know in good time.
What on earth is that man doing?
A fine morning indeed. We keep locking them up, but the bodies keep piling up.
Yeah, Californians love a fad, Phelps. As long as the bricks hold up at San Quentin, there'll always be killers in this town to say.
Greetings from sunny California.
Putain, il pleut.
Doesn't want to stop.
Ouais, c'est parti Rusty, on y va.
First the letter, and now another box.
Oui, je vais regarder si c'est pas trop loin. Donc je vais prendre droite et ensuite la grosse à gauche. Ok.
Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
Wow.
All these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want to...
C'est droite à droite toutes? À droite toutes, ok.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows maketh the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make first base.
Putain, les musiques elles sont quand même incroyables. Hein. Par contre, je crois qu'il y a un souci avec le feu. Je suis flic, je fais ce que je veux.
That guy there will lead us up.
Ok.
I'm steeling myself for what I'm about to see.
That'll just be another dead body, Barry. Get used to seeing them. You're the gig when you work in homicide, Phelps.
Detectives?
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Scene secure. The rest of the patrolmen are going door to door, canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, Detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body? Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Time of death.
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
The green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Bon.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services, F1363.
Ah, on entend ses os craquer là. Ensuite. Rien sur ses mains. Voilà, hop, ça y est, je suis là. Et... Ah non, rien d'autre.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Ok.
No drag marks. Killer was moving around, surveying the scene.
D'accord.
I doubt it.
Des sous.
Our driver and our killer are most likely one and the same.
On a tout trouvé. Très bien. Mhm.
Not now, Phelps.
Bah ta gueule toi. Ah il est là le téléphone, ok. Ah, une voiture de flic. J'espère pas que c'est ce petit enculé des mœurs là. Ah non, c'est une dame.
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Did you see anyone around here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt, horribly disfigured. I think he may have had an accident in the war. He's a very scary, angry man.
Any idea where we might find him?
One of the hobo camps around here. He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Of course. Anything I can do to help. I'd hate to think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Yes, bon. Un coup de téléphone du coup.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Just a moment. Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West 1st Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective.
Ouais.
There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks for your help.
Let's go.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
Quoique non. Je vais au campement
Can you
de
drive to this
clochard.
one?
No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last body said something.
Ouais, c'est parti.
I think we ought to investigate.
We're looking for a tall man with a disfigured face. Do you know him?
Huh? What? I fought in 2 wars, you know, son. I think I earned some peace and quiet.
Ah, the bum isn't here. We should follow the lead. These guys can wait.
Ouais, c'est juste un camp de clodo quoi.
At least the rain stopped. We can change back into those white bucks now.
You know the way. You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed?
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
Je regarde dans les indices. F1363. C'est celle-là.
Mrs. T. Tarleton, 43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
Yo, comment tu vas? Ça va?
You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Tranquille, tranquille, et toi? Bah ça va, ça va. Qui est mort, Jim? Qui est mort? Une jeune dame tuée sur une colline. Voilà. Hop. Bon. Oh, des enfants, merde.
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's place, Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her green silk dress, open-toed white shoes. Those are her favorite shoes.
Can we come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid we have some rather bad news. Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to arrange a sitter. Look, tell me what's happened.
I'm afraid your wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss. I know this is a difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's
that...
procedure. You see to your girls.
Qu'est-ce que tu regardes, toi?
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's gonna be all right, sweetheart.
Oh, c'est
We would like
triste.
Mommy to
Oh, c'est triste. Bon.
Let him search. You got nothing
Déjà,
to hide.
laisse-moi utiliser le téléphone.
Operator, give me dispatch.
You want to hear something funny, Tarleton? Some bums think filling out a missing persons report actually rules them out as a suspect.
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby Ross? Then send some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thank you.
Voilà. Alors.
Seems irrelevant.
Voilà.
Need to check if she was a regular. I wonder why the picture was turned down.
Pas moyen de le regarder en détail? Non, y'a rien. Ok. Bon, non, c'est rien, c'est la chambre des gamines. Y'a que dalle. Il y a des dessins. Ah non, c'est des gribouillages. J'ai cru qu'il y avait des trucs chelous.
If you'd excuse me, ladies.
Alors, bonjour les filles.
I don't think so.
C'est que dalle. sac.
So she went out without her handbag? At least she was spared that particular indignity.
Ok. Pourquoi observer un objet en détail? Qu'est-ce que j'ai à voir? Hein? Non, y'a rien. Bon, c'était juste pour... là. Il a son permis.
She'd have to be in quite a state to leave this behind.
Ouais. Qu'est-ce que t'as trouvé, toi? Ah, je suis sur pleine de bouillasse. Ok.
We could see if Pinker can match the impression to the crime scene. Lars was out in the rain last night.
Rien à faire dehors. Ah.
Looks like a match with the ligature marks.
Ok, d'accord. Bon.
For the record, Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. There can't be anyone who knew her.
So
Tu
you
dis
don't
pas la
think
vérité,
anyone
connard.
would want her dead?
No, I don't.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right, Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
You let your drunk wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea where?
Where she always goes. A bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Tarleton, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Oh, toi.
Spill it, Tarleton. We like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well at cards. I hardly ever do well. I married her because she was so much fun, but now she drives me fucking crazy.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. The card game at Bobby's was wrapping up. Played out my hand and drove home here. Paid the sitter and went to bed.
Ah bon? Ouais.